Hey everyone. I noticed that when I added this material option to the sound section in mechanics, no one knows how to use it. And it's fair because there's a lot of options here. So today I want to run through the process of playing indoor sounds separately from outdoor sounds and adding reverb to your sound effects. So to start, we have to do some really boring, tedious work. Very sorry. So I have here the Weapon Mechanics plugin folder, and I have the resource pack. I'm going to create a new file. You could see I called it pack before where I was doing the testing for this. I'm going to drag the resource pack into there, and we'll be extracting it. You can delete that. So now in assets, we have to do a few things. First, we need to go into sounds and find the sound we want to convert to an indoor sound. I'm going to use the AK-47 just for example. I have a program called Audacity. It's a free open source program. Anyone can download it. So once you run that, you can just drag and drop your sound into Audacity. And now you can click play. All right, there you go. You got your sound. If you go to the Effects tab, Delay and Reverb, oh, sorry. Press Control A first to select all of your sounds, then Effect, Reverb. And now we can play around with the settings. So by default, you can click this preview button, and you can hear this echo sound. Let's try it again. Personally, I think it needs a little bit less reverb. Okay. Maybe a little bit. So now when we click play, all right, we got our sound. Now to export that, we go File, Export, Export as OGG. You can see I was already cheating. All right, we're going to call it AK-47 reverb.ogg, and your quality option has to be at 0. Yes, I know you want high quality sounds. Too bad. Minecraft only allows you to use 0. Don't use any other number except 0. All right, so save. You don't need to fill that information in. All right, so by default, that'll be in your Documents Audacity folder. I'm going to copy that. Go back to our resource pack. Assets, Minecraft, sounds, shoot. And now I'm going to create a new folder for the reverb sounds. I'll just call it reverb. You can call it indoor if you want to. And I'll paste. All right, so now we have the sound in the resource pack. But if you're familiar with sounds, you would know that now we need to go into the sounds.json file, open with Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to scroll until I find AK-47. Just going to copy that so I don't have to type stuff out. We'll add reverb to the end so we can identify the sound. AK-47. So the new sounds path is in the reverb folder, and it's called AK-47 reverb.ogg. You don't need to add the OGG at the end. It's added automatically. All right, so now we can save that. And our new resource pack is ready. So we can go back here. We can send to a zip file. I'll just call this youtube.zip. All right, let's copy that. And you head into your resource packs folder. I already have it open. And now we need to go into our weapon config and change some stuff. But before we do that, let's test something. So in game, if I apply this resource pack, youtube.zip, I should be able to play the sound using the play sound command. So first let's check for shoot.ak47. Right, master, CJ crafter, 111. All right. So that's the default sound. Now we can add the reverb. You can see tab completions is filling that in for me. And since we hear the sound in game, we know that we set everything up correctly. Now we can go into our folder. Weapons, assault rifles, AK-47. And I believe I have some of these changes already made. Yep. We'll just delete those for now, pretend you saw none of that. If we go over to the wiki now, we have all this nice information we can copy over. Why am I? Okay. Unfortunately, we have to fix the spacing. All right. So what does this mean? This sound will be played when the listener's head is in an air block. This sound will be played when the listener's head is in a fluid block, so water or lava. Void air and cave air were added in Minecraft 1.13. Currently, I'm in normal air. I don't know if there's actually a way to tell if you're in normal air or cave air. But what you can do is use the fill command. So the fill command lets you set up, not set up, but it lets you fill in an area around you with air or other materials. So if we just use air, oh, I picked a bad location for this. You can use cave air instead, and you can't tell any difference except the plugin can see that you're now in cave air instead of normal air. And you can use this to make indoor areas. If you have world edit, you can use / replace air cave air. But oh, I have Fallout installed. Forgot about that. You can use this using your, of course, wand tool, but I'm not going to go over that. If you should probably be familiar with World Edit, there's tutorials for that. But now we can save this. The reverb is named correctly, and reload the plugin. And since we're in cave air right now, we should hear the reverb. And we do. But if we exit the cave air, you hear the default sound. So reverb. The difference is kind of subtle right now. Of course, you could play with your sounds and try to make them feel a lot more echoey. Audacity has several effects you can use. You can try fading it. You can mess with the pitch. You could try adding echoes. I mean, you have all these fun effects to play with. There are tutorials online for Audacity. You can Google them. I'm not going to go over them, especially since I'm hardly a master of Audacity. I literally just downloaded it right before the tutorial, 20 minutes. So I think that's all we got to go over. Yeah, have fun.